try to play with somebody new. Tennessee not bad. They had a decent season. No, I'm just looking at them. No, I'm just looking at the teams and shit. I'm gonna pick somebody I ain't playing with yet. Whoever you pick, I'm just match up. You gonna go Louisville? Why is everybody geeking USC? I gotta find out what's up with that. She finally burnt. I'll pat her back. She was not time burnt. I picked Florida, bro. I forgot Lagway was in there no more. Yeah, that man the fuck out of here. What you looking at? Auburn. I got Louisville. Oh, this who you got in Bosley, Auburn? This who you got, Auburn? What pick did you have? That y'all crazy. I know how it be in Bowls League though, so I understand. I ain't even gonna say nothing, brother. That man got it. I will no longer see me in that league. Oh yeah, I ain't not gonna get rid of red for you. Are you ready? Oh no, did you make a playbook and all that yet? You made a playbook and all that yet? Man.
Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Will kick off first, and here we go.
What you doing? Let's see what this shit.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the...
Oh, but let me see who on this team. I hear you. Dog shit slow. Get your ass for a game, boy. Some of these niggas be so slow. How the fuck did y'all go? How the fuck did you go D1? Nigga, you might have to start. You. These niggas slow as fuck. That's the thing when you play with these teams, bro. These niggas be terrible, yo. Why the fuck you don't start, nigga? You ready, bro?
Before he stopped. Brown wants to pass. The short hands, it's Singleton. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that
see
time
this shit
with
on
the
top
right
of the
receiver so you're
stadium.
set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Cobb. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Motion from the wide receiver. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Louisville!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying
The quarterback, bro, this joint, bro, I don't know if you peeped, but like when the quarterback got pressure around them, I don't know, they all act nutty unless they got abilities.
And it's 7-0 to start this one. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Brown will throw it. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot.
Snags it, and there's running room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Looking for space, it's Cobb. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on second and long. The run inside. It's Cobb. And tackled there by the defense.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout.
Look at this shit, bro.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
And I'm using some shit in this game right now. There's no way I just let a nigga score and I'm right there reading.
Looking downfield on first down. That That's caught. It's Skinner.
Oh, this
They
quarterback
get him
is
stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Hand off for Brown. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Hey, brother, ain't this nigga from Miami?
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned.
I don't know where this nigga from in his first game.
The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A delay of game penalty makes second down a little trickier. They need 9.
That's a tough one.
Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it down the field. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown Cardinals. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's Cobb. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide receiver going in motion. Brown wants to pass. He's got him. Jumped on top of the pile. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. As we get a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll move the wide receiver. He's going to look for a man on third and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
They'll run it. It's Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line. On the option. He'll toss it. Shakes off the defender. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Auburn offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Brown will throw it. They're working that left side. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw it again. And that one's incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Brown wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Push forward on the sneak. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Auburn lines up quickly. Now the play fake. Trying to barrel in. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? They'll run it with Bryson Washington. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Auburn! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. He's going to take off. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Isaac Brown looking for room on the left. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's McCoy. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Wide open downfield. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Brown wants to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Just about set to get this second half underway. And here he comes out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and
Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quick release on the RPO. Delivers the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really...
He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Louisville! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Nimrod. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football, but that's a great start to this second.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
You know, you're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football, but his arm's starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it again. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Black 14. Newman. Shift.
Brown wants to pass. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field. You've given up a lot of yards on this drive. But if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks. First down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Auburn! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Rush is on him. It's complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. A give to Brown. Fighting off the defender. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Richardson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Skinner. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
The Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Hand off Isaac Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over.
Hey, bro, this game's so fucking crazy. Hey, Mo.
In the 4th quarter, they're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his man. It's Cobb. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back in.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Here's a give to Washington.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Fires on the move. With the catch, it's Singleton. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Tigers are marching down the field. Handoff, Washington running left.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Washington again. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. In the red area, it's Washington. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage and won a big 3rd down stop by this defense. They'll go with Washington. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Cardinals in the hurry-up.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back.
Maybe some room here. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game?
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Handoff for Brown. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Picks up the first down. Touchdown Cardinals. Once he got some room, it was over. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's loose. Inside the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a two-touchdown lead at 14. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation?
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's McCoy. The play action pass works. They knew the defense would be coming after them. They convert, and they're going to get out with a win. The Cardinals, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cardinals! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Give to Washington again. Might have a chance. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game.